So moving on, Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja has finally broken his silence on how he will deal with the noise emanating from churches and mosques in estates. Mosque wapiga kelele?
Oh.
Semeni ukweli.
Oh.
Okay.
Hata mimi sijasikia.
Never ever.
The governor said that as a believer, he will not move around the county closing the places of worship, but instead he will initiate dialogue with them. Governor Sakaja also said that the church and other places of worship are where people understand the law, urging them to also do what the law provides. Now, for about 4 years, Upper State House Road, Upper Ethiopian Crescent, there's a church there. And every Sunday, when I tell you, this is how I knew that there were different services. I mean, I sort of like used to hear, but when you can hear the preacher, you're getting the sermon when you're in the house. Yani, mpaka unaanza kuwa moved.
Wait,
unaanza kuwa moved.
Because Hamia State House Road.
Can you focus?
Hamia State House Crescent.
New government, new hood.
Nilikuwa visit, but specifically Sundays. Saturdays into Sundays. But no, honestly, so I used to stay there and you can hear the sermon. Bro, you can hear. Even me, I want to repent. When they like come to the front, I'm like, because it's so loud, it's separated by a wall.
You know, it's a never stated rule that when you're looking for a new place to move, and don't after nyumba on Sundays. Better if kama kuna nyesha, so that you also know if it is leaking and things like that. But the reason why you're being told to go on Sundays is because that is the only way you're going to know you can find a very nice house. Kumbe the buildings imeshikana nayo is a church. And hata wakiwa watano ndani, they will use the PA system. So usually
like hata kama wako kasi,
hata kama they are like this, there will be a PA system to talk, to spread the gospel. First of all, Amina, I hope you converted since your time. But another
don't go there. Watch, don't go there.
I don't think my people are the ones who want to fight me.
So also, I think I do agree and I sympathize with where people are coming from when they say that noise regulation is noise regulation. Whether it is about matatus zinabebea mtaani, whether it is about hawkers wenye wanauzia CBD wakipiga kelele wakiita watu, whether it's about the churches, whether it's about the mosques, whether it is about whichever place the noise is coming from. If the law stipulate that the noise in the estates should be below 35 decibels at night, the way we were told with the clubs, then it should be uniform. We should not have, we should not have churches going to 65 decibels and we have clubs
so
going to...
let me ask you something. I asked you guys last time, you didn't answer. Why is the bouncer arrested? Is he the one to check the decibels? He doesn't even know what decibels are, bro. He is not singing on the mic. He's not the one who's like...
wrong place at the wrong time, Amina. Wrong place at the wrong time.
I just want to see, the governor. I just want to see the governor keep the same energy. So here's, I agree with what Koch is saying. Noise regulation is noise regulation. He said, with clubs, they had a dialogue because initially there was raids, etc. And then they had a dialogue and guys got their licenses back. Everything was okay. But they did not follow the rules. They were still going with loud music past 10 p.m., etc., etc. That's why we've shut them down. Cool. Okay, we've given churches regulation. They know the law states this many decibels at this time, etc. Cool. If in a month we come back and people are still saying, actually, I can't sleep past 6 a.m. on Sunday, or I can't do anything productive on the phone because of the churches or the mosque or the synagogue, then I think we should be able to come back and say, actually, sir, you have not kept your promise. Until then, though, I'm giving benefit of the doubt. I will say that. Because he did give clubs a good amount of time, like 2 months, to get their house in order, and they did not, which is fair. So I'll give them the same amount of time.
I feel like you've been unfair. What do you mean synagogue?
No, it's because I was trying to be inclusive.
She just needed to throw us in.
She wants to be inclusive.
Politically correct.
No, don't say I left you out.
Political correctness.
You're trying to be fair. I see you. Okay,
we do not know what the altars of Dinia Nini.
No, they don't scream. They don't scream. We were with, if you were in high school and everyone could practice their faith, then you know that they don't.
make a noise.
Watu scream.
You know, a lot of the old churches, actually, I find that they try to really regulate themselves. I used to live in a place where there was one Catholic church and a lot of Pentecostal churches. And the Catholic Church used to have, it's not like womenipea budget in your defend, but they used to have their thing within the church. Like, you can't hear the sound out ukiwa nje.
Very
but
true.
These other ones,
I agree.
It's a concert.
Also, can I just say, maybe it's time we got used to the idea of soundproofing things. Soundproof your bar, soundproof your club, soundproof your church, soundproof your everything. Because it doesn't need to be everyone's party, everyone's worship, everyone's event, everyone's everything.
I have an idea. Why don't you not open
a church in a residential area?
Naweza sema kitu.
Unaweza
kitu sasa.
Yeah.
Why are we comparing apples and oranges? Why are we comparing clubs being closed because of making noise the whole night till morning? Watu hawezi lala wakati watu wanafaa kuwa kilala. Why are we comparing that to churches and mosques where, for example, mosques ni muadhini a number of times during the day, limited time, and churches a specific period of time, and then they are done, and it is during the day.
No, Matu.
Because
It's a lot of people have complained. No, a lot of people have complained that now churches have services from Monday to Sunday.
Listen,
like every single day of the evening.
Okay, I didn't know about that. That was an
and on Friday there's a kesha, on Saturday another kesha, and then on Sunday the whole day.
It has now just come up. It has now just come up.
Yeah.
When the clubs were being closed is when it has just come up.
It's just not just come up. If you are addressing noise, let's address noise universally.
Exactly.
Like this noise that people complain about sometimes.
Mato, the church issue has not just come up. It's as long as people have complained about clubs making noise, they have complained about church.
This is during the day.
No.
And the clubs, they're complaining on the clubs during the night when people are asleep.
Quatch, Mato, let me explain. The people who are complaining about the church are the people who are going to the club. Because we need to sleep during the day, okay? Saturday was lit.
Saturday was lit, Sunday now they're making noise.
Sunday,
we want to sleep in peace.
And the people who are complaining about the clubs are the people on Sunday all day. They're going to all the services.
No,
Here's my thing. Here's my thing, and if we're being very honest, has any one of you ever lived next to a church?
I have.
I do.
And how loud is it?
It was.
No.
It is ignorable.
Mato said,
it is ignorable.
It is not. Hey,
it is ignorable.
I am requesting.
Okay, probably the one that I'm living next to is ignorable.
I think maybe you find it as pleasant noise. That's why you can ignore it completely.
Maybe they play like fun music or something, or maybe the volume is not as high.
No, it is not fun music because it's not a good choir.
I feel like Mato wants to sprinkle holy water on Quatch. Like, why don't you love the church?
No, it's not about that. It's really not about
this one is really like living next to a neighbor who plays your playlist. So you don't really care about the music we are playing. Like, cheza tu yo muziki. I like it. That's what Mato is doing.
We have to take a break. But we have received a lot of noise complaints about our show and the fact that we don't let one another speak as if we can't hear the other person speak.
Uzuri, we are not in an estate.
This is not a residential decorum. But tell us what you think about it. Honestly, if you live near a mosque, you live near a church, like Mariam, you live near a synagogue. We want to know, like, is it honestly that difficult for you to continue with your day? And do you agree with the governor on the measures that he has decided to take? At The Trend Live is our handle. The hashtag is TT. If you agree with Mato, you at him. If you agree with Quatch, at him. If you agree with Mariam, at him.
Atta.
I said him. We're going to read your messages right before we start the stories right after the break. Don't go anywhere. You are watching TT.